Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome back to Deku Tarot and to your January 2020 reading. I know these are a little bit late. They're more like mid-January to the end of January readings. We're going to talk a little bit about what we've already been through. And I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you to all of my subscribers, and thank you so much for all of your support. If you haven't, though, do make sure to subscribe. Hit that wiggly bell to notify you when I go live or post up a video. And make sure to like if you enjoyed it. Sagittarius, let's get into this. We're going to be talking a little bit about the astrology, just because it plays a huge role in the beginning of 2020, in the beginning of this year and this new decade. It is big stuff happening, and I'm sure you've already started feeling it and noticing it for sure. We're going to be using my Tarot Muka deck, which was given to me by my lovely friend Riley. I really love this deck. It's awesome. So thank you, Riley. Let's see here. So where to begin? Sagittarius, this is for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If it doesn't resonate, guys, don't take it. The messages aren't for you. Do check out your readings for your other placements. They might resonate better or have messages you need to hear. Let's get into the astrology here while I shuffle up your cards. The 4th of December, we have Mars moving into your sign, Sagittarius, which makes energy and communication drive a lot more forward moving, more expansive. You're going to feel at home, and you're going to be focusing again on what's going to expand your world, what's going to bring new goals in. You're going to be reaching towards those new things. You're going to have the energy to really go for it right now and go for probably a lot of things. You're just going to have a lot of energy, which is great. We also have a lot of planets in Capricorn, traditionally your second house. So it's a lot of home, like family, not family, money, really your base in terms of your finances, your stability in terms of finances. It's going to be really focusing on career in those aspects. There's a lot going on in Capricorn. What do we have? We have the Sun, we have Mercury, we have Jupiter, we have Saturn, we have Pluto, all in Capricorn. And that brings us to the, I'm sorry if I just said the 4th of December. I keep forgetting that I wrote down all of my dates in for January 2020 as December, because I was still in the mindset of last month, I guess. Sorry, 4th of January was when Mars moves into your sign. 10th of January is when we have the lunar eclipse, full moon in Cancer, which by this point has already happened. I am shooting this a day after that. We're right actually in between this and the things that are happening on the 12th. So a lot just happened here on the 10th. Let's talk about it. Like I was saying, we had that lunar eclipse in the full moon in Cancer, and that brings about that Cancerian energy for the next 6 months, focusing on nurturing relationships, on bringing more love, or possibly leaving relationships where we're not feeling very nurtured, not feeling very cared for. There's probably a lot of change happening there. Again, you can go check out the astrology and see where else that hits for you. And I also did a video on it as well. 12th of December, see it, I'm doing it. Actually, before we get to the 12th of January, there's something else happening on the 10th of January. Uranus went direct in Taurus. It has been retrograde for a while, and it's just really blowing things back up again. So expect sudden changes, sudden transformations. Maybe you suddenly decide you want to leave a job, or you want to pursue a different career interest. You want to really shift in these areas, or again in the Taurian areas, and you have to see again where that really hits for you in terms of houses, etc. But Uranus and Taurus is not letting the things that have been stable, that aren't working, sit where they are. And with this Saturn Pluto conjunction on the 12th, just like a day or so after here, we have a lot of transformation coming in to hit us here. It's really going to reveal your blind spots, and I'm sure you guys have heard a lot about the Saturn Pluto conjunction, this global Saturn return, this karmic this extremely karmic moment in astrology here, where, and also this, but where am I? Saturn and Pluto are both in Capricorn, conjuncting, which hasn't happened since the year 1518. So this is big news. And it only happens already every 33 to 38 years, and it lasts about 2.5 years. So this won't be the first time within the next couple of years that this conjuncts, but it is the kickoff here at the very beginning of this brand new decade. How crazy is that? So we have, again, Saturn, this lord of karma, who is the structural skeleton and really which things are built around. And we have, Pluto here, the enactor of karma, which brings about this implosive kind of karmic transformation. They both kind of rule karma traditionally. So it's going to be very interesting. So It's really going to show you, again, these blind spots and harsh, unflattering lights, and you might realize, oh gosh, maybe I've been blocked by stubbornly repeating these old patterns. So you're really going to get a true glimpse here of how you get in your own way, and it could be a bit uncomfortable. We're also going to see a lot of global karmic return to big institutions all around the world, in terms of politics, in terms of world order. It's all kind of shifting and changing right now. So be aware that that is happening everywhere, and it's going to be a little bit crazy. So, again, it's really a time where I think that you guys are going to be getting very real with all that Capricornian energy, and you're going to, whatever you want to do, you're going to go in, but you're also going to put in the effort instead of just making it, you know, big, bold starts and not following through. It's going to be very, you know, this is what I'm going to do, and I want to make this money, or I want to go on this path and be successful, and you're going to do it. So let's move on now. December 13th, 14th, we have Venus moving into Pisces. The 16th, see, I said December again. January 13th, 14th, we have Venus moving into Pisces. January 16th, 17th, we have Mercury moving into Aquarius. And then the 20th, 21st, we have the Sun moving into Aquarius. And on the 24th, we have the new moon in Aquarius. Finally, the first new moon of the year, and begins the lunar cycle of the year. So it is when the year of the steel rat, I believe, begins. Interesting stuff. So let's get into your tarot now. We've talked enough about astrology. It's a mouthful, I know. All right, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Face down. But I kind of want to take it. Where are we coming from in this month? Where are we coming from right now? What has happened? I gotta get my head out of the fact that it's not December anymore. I almost just said it out loud again. January 2020. It's weird. I always have a hard time with that, you know. Where have we been? Sagittarius. Interesting. I like it so far. And what is going to be happening or coming in the rest of January? Okay. Coming in for the rest of January 2020 for Sagittarius. I want to take this one. Wow, okay. Got a lot of kings. 2 kings, sorry. No, it's a queen. I'm so sorry. I thought this was a king in the last time. Oh my god, I hope... Okay, never mind. This is a new deck, so I'm still getting used to some of the imagery because it doesn't have words on it, but I thought this was the King of Rods. It's actually the Queen of Rods. They have different little crowns, I guess. You have a king, a queen... Sorry, king and 2 queens here. We're going to see what's up with that. It doesn't feel bad, though. Especially, at least in terms of career, I'm feeling really good. So, your overall energy for the rest of the month here, 6 of Swords. You're moving on out and up here. You're really moving forward into... Moving away from the hard times. Moving away from... from whatever you have been through to calmer waters, really is what I get from the 6 of Swords. You're going to take the lessons, but you're not going to take the emotional stress, the emotional burdens, anything from the past with you. You really want to leave that in the past. And it does feel like a kind of a quiet, more exhausted leaving of a situation. So some of you might be leaving romantic situations that have not been what you thought they were. I'm also getting in terms of moving on, moving forward, or really just leaving the past where it was, whatever kind of battles, whatever we had been left, whatever had not worked out. It's time to really leave that in the past and move on. In the general sense, though, even if you're not moving away from really difficult times, there is a sense of smoothly moving on towards new shores. I like that. We're going to see how that plays out here. Where you have been is Knight of Rods and the 9 of Cups. That's very interesting. He brings a lot of energy to the table, the Knight of Rods does. He's kind of crazy. I always see him as somebody that is really driven by pure belief, by that pure fiery intention moving forward, passion, really. He's very, you know, especially in terms of romantic situation, this could have been very quick, very wonderful, and very sudden. Nine of Cups leaving you very emotionally fulfilled here, making you feel really good. Could also be that in terms of, let me actually get a clarifier here for you guys. So the last monthly I had left to do, so we're going to have some fun. I feel that there's something, yeah. You have overcome something. You have triumphed in some area here. It feels to me like you've had a lot of career triumph. You've seen success. You're feeling really good about yourself, so you may be asking for a raise, moving on up here, or chasing some type of really important dream and like really going for it here. And I mean, Knight of Rods is a card that I always associate with you, Sagittarius, so note that. You're triumphing. You're showing the world what you've got. You're making bold decisions, and they're really turning out well right now. And I do think a lot of that is about career and about money. So whatever decisions that you're making or whatever has been taken away or you have left in the past has been left in the past for a reason. Page of Swords is up next. He's always kind of an observing type of energy, and as you can see, he's kind of watching here. We might need to kind of watch, like, or somebody might even be watching us here. And in that case, I kind of feel like if somebody is watching you, it's a boss. It's somebody who is noticing your efforts, is noticing how far you've come, and might even be offering you some position of power here, or, you know, again, that raise, whatever it is that you've been seeking. It does seem like you're getting it because you have been looking out for it, and they have been watching you as well. Let's get a clarifier right there. So it goes from the Page to the King of Swords. If things are ending this month, I think that you know that they were going to, because again, whatever you're seeing right now about yourself and about where you have been and about the decisions you've made in the past, it's making you see things, and again, that harsh, unflattering light. And I think that that's what's uncomfortable here. But you can learn from this. Take what you see, take what you're noticing and what you're not happy about. Five of Cups. Oh boy, how am I going to get through this? How did I do this in the past? I really did this like this. Oh God. Oh boy, I can't believe that I made these decisions. It's time to make some new ones. It's time to... Oof. It's kind of like, yeah, again, it's the call out post. It's kind of like a call out on what you've been doing wrong in a situation, on where you maybe have been approaching a situation wrong, especially in terms of work, I'm getting. But also possibly relationship, and you're like, oh, okay, I see now. I don't know, it doesn't really feel like love as much, actually, but look what's on the other side of this. Five of Cups, Knight of Swords, and then the Star. The light is at the end of the long tunnel here. You have to have faith that this situation is working itself out. You have to have faith in also your way to communicate and in your ability to kind of right any type of wrongs or heal a situation, heal the way you communicate or push forward here, how you see things as well. Maybe we were seeing things in a less than mature way, and now the way we were looking at them, the way we see that way, oh my God, it's so confusing, but it's like the way you're kind of like almost like looking down at like how you were viewing a situation, your mental processes on something before, and you have transformed and you're like, wow, I can't believe I was doing that, or I can't believe I was seeing it that way, I can't believe I was going about it that way. And it just feels like I don't know, you're getting to this more enlightened and consistent path forward because of how you're seeing mistakes, or even ways about, you know, just mentality almost from the past, ways we made decisions. Sorry, guys. And then you get the Queen of Rods. And I really like that because for me, what you're seeing, what you're learning, and what you're taking in is making you stronger, making you more able to lead, to be in more control of your life, to feel more impassioned about where you are, to feel good about yourself in a way, and to put whatever you have out into the world confidently. You're going to feel more confident just by, and yeah, it's going to make it uncomfortable. It's not going to feel nice looking at these things. It's going to feel kind of, again, like an attack, like a call out post, where it's going to show you how you get in your own way. But because you see it that way, you can change, and you do. And by the end of the month here, who the heck is she now? Oh my god, that's the Queen of Swords. Okay. For some reason, I thought she was Queen of Cups, but she's obviously holding a sword. So you do have a king and a queen here as well. For relationships, this to me strikes as a perfect partner, especially in the mental realm. Even in terms of work, we're on the same page. We get it. We're in the same mentality. We don't really have to speak. We just know. You have a way about communicating with somebody in your work sphere or in a relationship that is just, like, you guys really just communicate well. You get it. You're on the same field here. You're on the same playing field, on the same level. And then right before that is that Six of Pentacles. Again, to me, that is equalizing. There's a balance here between Queen of Wands and Queen of Swords. Like I said, it feels like you're coming into this stabilized place where you're not getting too... Because again, you guys are kind of known to be big, bold energy in everything that you do. And it's like you're getting to this more even place here of moderation and balance. And it's getting you to this consistent place where you can... where that allows you to bring in what you've been seeking, allows you to bring balance in all areas of life, especially in terms, I'm getting just with career and relationship. There's going to be a lot more balance there in terms of the moderation, what we're learning here to bring back into alignment, things that haven't been, that we didn't even know. Interesting. And then we get the Queen of Swords again. Could also be having issues, with air signs. It could be just another thing that's happening, but especially if they're in your family, but I think that when you find a way to communicate and you strip the ego away from that type of communication, you find that there is a lot more love than you thought that there was. When you take away the ego, when you take away all of the little barriers and all the things that you aren't able to say, things we've been quiet about almost. I don't know why I get such strange, these are such strange messages that are coming through. But there is just a real depth of love here. So be willing to play on it. Be willing to play a fair game as well is what I'm getting. And expect one and ask for one from whoever you're with here in relationship and in career. Things are balancing out in a really nice way. Let me get one more card just as a... One card. One. Sagittarius, January 2019. I do feel that you have a lot of good opportunities here this month for career. But you have to really be willing to take them on and really put your all into them. Give me one more Sag. Okay, fine. Yeah, boundaries and been fighting long and hard. Don't give up now. But also recognize where your boundaries lie and what you're willing to take on and what you're not. Be willing to be also able to control. I feel like controlling your anger, controlling your quick to fire kind of stuff about, I don't know, something that kind of gets you riled up. Somebody might test you, and I just feel like it's better to approach this with honey rather than with vinegar. It's better to be sweet. It's better to be loving. It's better to give up that 10 of Cups in that situation rather than anything else. Stay staunch about that. Don't let people cross your boundaries, but also don't play their game. Because some people just want to get a rise out of you, I think. All right, interesting messages this month, Sag. Let's get some oracle cards here. Let's get a Journey to the Goddess Realm oracle deck by Lisa Porter. Ooh, okay, we're going to take that. And then we're also going to take a Halloween oracle, actually. So, this is a fun card. And it's very you right now. There's a sense of fearlessness throughout your whole reading here. And here it is, Baba Yaga, fearlessness. Baba Yaga, a tough and wise old Slavic grandmother, flies in a giant mortar and wields a pestle. She lives deep in the forest, and her little hut is Bushka, which obeys her orders. She has flown in today to encourage you to be bold and to grab the bull by the horns. Fearless Baba Yaga says, if you want to do something, just do it, in all caps. There is no such thing as I can't. Baba Yaga has no patience for procrastination or excuses. She sees no obstacle too tough to overcome. Her fearless spirit is here with you now, telling you to fully commit to whatever it is you set out to do. Do your best. She expects you to give it your all. So have the determination and fearlessness that you guys are known for. Really. Woo! It's like, you know who you are, Sag. You do it. All right. Let's pull a Halloween oracle. More message from our higher selves of guidance, advice, and from our spirits. Spirit guides. Sagittarius. Okay. The Witch. The earthly weaver of the worlds. Guys are changing. So holding the Witch card means that you can weave your own change throughout your life, and that magic is indeed afoot. You must understand that you have power and it is real. It may also indicate that others may be threatened by your developing personal power, and they may not appreciate or like the changes in you as you grow. Be prepared for this and do not be discouraged. New friends and better opportunities will be attracted instead. Beautiful messages, guys. So, Sagittarius, do check out your readings for your sun, moon, and rising. See how they resonate as well. If you want to book a private reading, all that information is right below this video in the description box. Do make sure to subscribe. Do make sure to share and like it if you enjoyed it. And have a wonderful and blessed rest of January. And I'll see you guys in the 2020 yearly readings. Check them out. And in the February readings, as well as the dailies. All right. Thank you guys so much. I'm losing my voice now, apparently. Have a great day. Namaste.